And the game just crashed, so I'm restarting the game. Luckily, everything I was recording up until that point of the crash recorded. So, you're seeing this consecutively, I guess. Unfortunately, there's no way to skip the intro movies that I've seen, except, did that skip it? Maybe escape, maybe escape. So last off we were here. And I think that we just...
So what are we, an amateur optician? Why is everyone in this place so odd? Still, as eccentrics go, I guess yours...
Can't get to the options menu while in dialogue, apparently. So let's do that see you around thing again. Or actually, unless you want to see what the other options are.
So what the hell? Did you lock me up?
Actually, I already did that one.
Wouldn't think of it.
Yeah, well, I'm not laughing. Be seeing you.
Right, don't let me keep you. Interesting to meet you. Good luck out there.
Thanks. Later.
Let's rummage through his stuff. No, not go outside. Bad. Let's see. Oh, he moves around. Oh, that's one of the features that it was saying on the Steam page.
Books on voodoo and magic, and some candles.
One of the features shown on the page was that the AI moves around, has like a routine. So...
Books on voodoo and magic.
So maybe this game is a little deeper than other adventure games, because most adventure games just have characters stay in one area. Most RPGs are the same way. And I kind of like it when... Oh no. I kind of like it when there's games like Morrowind or Oblivion. Actually not Morrowind, because they kind of stayed in the same way. But Oblivion, where they have routines, or I think even the Gothic series has routines. I didn't play as much as that. But it's kind of unique to have an adventure game try something like that.
Books on voodoo and magic.
I forgot that I already clicked that. Like 2 times already. I really don't see what I'm supposed to be doing, so let's just wander around some more. Anything clickable? Don't see anything. And this might be one of those habits that this game doesn't try to perpetuate, which is just searching with your cursor all over the screen instead of looking at actual unique things. So maybe it's a good thing that there's not very many clickable things. I do think that there is like
Odd. Now why would my door be open?
Oh no. I don't know, maybe that's a difference, because the other time I went around and was able to open the door. But what I was saying was that there's...
And now it's open. What's going on here? Either there's something very odd afoot, or someone really wants me to think so. Well, anyway, if I'm staying, I guess I'd better park the car properly.
Sorry I keep getting interrupted by this guy talking to himself. One of the things that I think is widely misused, or like now has just a different definition, is the term role-playing game. Because originally it was a term for Dungeons and Dragons types of games where you actually played the role of a character and acted out a part. It's pen and paper, where you play the game in your imagination basically, and you just have a stats sheet. But that stats sheet became what the term was bound to, basically, like rolling dice and having stats that level up. And so now the term RPG, which used to be a role-playing game, has an entirely different meaning, and it's now more about how you level up your character, gain experience and stuff. But I kind of like the notion of role-playing game, where you can go wherever you want, do whatever you want, and that's actually, I think, a different definition also, in that it's the role of whatever you choose instead of the role that you're forced into, which is basically the role in a lot of adventure games and a lot of RPGs. It's just a role that you're forced into.
A stack of LPs. Yes, that follows.
Not sure what LP stands for, but in this video it stands for Let's Play. Poked around Mountaineer's room, some oddness. Found freshly muddied shoes. When the maid left the room, door clicked strangely. Car just sitting out front, needs park in garage. And I forget, there was like a different section for notes, but now I only see diary. Oh, okay, there we go. Characters. We have Alex Nevar, the hotel owner, bald, stumpy man, crimson face, neck of a heavyweight wrestler, bad actor. Can't seem to click. There we go. Lel, very smart dog, or so they say. Kaisar, just like in Fallout New Vegas. Looks unlike anyone I know. That's okay, I guess. Simon the Sorcerer. Neighbor. Physicist. Helped me with the locked door problem. Really? Because I think someone just locked it for me without my knowledge. I don't know how to get back to the garage. I actually forget how I even got into my room originally. I think it was just a black screen fade. So... okay, maybe the corner of the hallway is where I have to click. So now I'm making progress.
Closed.
Obviously, I'm trying to get into the door.
Closed.
Okay, this is a random room that I forget the significance of. And there's probably not anything new to do in here. Nothing new that's clickable, and something that was clickable and now is not, so let's leave. I want to see if this music... oh, somebody went through the door. I want to see if this music, if there, like, different music is dependent on different sets. Yeah, so this one is actual music, and the other one was apparently just music for that particular guy's room as a sound effect. That's a little low. Okay, that's good.
closed.
I'm just gonna click on that door every time I walk by it, just so I can hear him say, closed. Walking around. The music doesn't fade very well. It just went straight to off.
Rather detailed map of bottleneck. Rather detailed map of bottleneck.
Now, I'm wondering if, like, looking at any place on the map is going to say that.
Rather detailed map of bottleneck. Rather detailed...
You, sir, are annoying. Okay, so if clicking on things is not the significance of it, the actual geography might be significant. Does that mean that we can go to all these places? I'm not sure.
Room number 9, it says.
9.
No one at home. Room number 9, it says. No one at home. Room number 9. That's room number 8.
Knock on every door. We need all the help we can get.
No one at home.
Some adventure games, if you don't get a certain item that's only at the beginning,
Here's room number 7.
you're basically screwed for the rest of the game and you don't even know it. So I'm hoping that it's not like King's Quest.
No one at home.
But then again, that is kind of more realistic. But it was always these weird objects that you needed. So that's not entirely realistic, that you can't come up with some different alternative. But, so it's, I don't know, it's arguable.
What? Play billiards alone? What's the point? Now, if I had a solid opponent...
Games like Quest for Glory were pretty cool because there were multiple ways to solve a problem. So rather than games like King's Quest where you're shit out of luck if you don't have a particular weird item to use.
Room number 6, apparently.
There was an alternative. And even Morrowind, there was like an alternative way to beat the game if you did something like kill Vivek, who you needed.
No one at home.
And non-linear plot leads me to believe that there might be alternatives incorporated into the game. So it's at least a good sign. I'm hopeful of this game, and it looks really nice. And the voice actor for this guy is decent. He just sounds like a complete dick. Yeah. Now, it's just one corner that you have to click to go anywhere other than this hallway. I hate that. Okay, let's try over here. I keep forgetting there's probably that double click that I could be making use of. So let's try that. No, I guess not. Maybe it just faded prematurely that other time. Nothing clickable. Now, I obviously didn't look at the manual, which is why you hear me talk about, like, difference between these cursors, like I don't know what I'm doing. I didn't look at the manual. A lot of Steam games don't even have a manual available or readily accessible. It's like, for some reason, Steam makes it incredibly difficult to read the manuals of a lot of these games. So most Steam games I don't even bother right before just jumping into it. Yeah, Steam is great, but some of those things it really falls short on, like being able to find the manual, being able to find the downloadable content that you bought for certain games, sucks. So all these menus, like one of the times, like for Deus Ex Human Revolution, I had to go into like there's the games list, but then there's also tools, which you hardly ever go into, and the bonus content was in tools for some reason. It just boggles. It boggles my boggle! Why does it do that? I have no idea where I'm going or what I'm doing. And if this keeps up too much, I might just scout out ahead and get back. But let's see what's in here.
There's some inscription on the wall, but it's not clear. Too dark.
So that leads me to believe, like, usually when people say things in the game like this, like, especially in the main character, too dark, it's usually a hint that you should do something to make it brighter. And that's adventure game logic for you. There is no way out. Let's look in there
There's
again.
some inscription on the wall, but it's not clear. Too dark.
And plus, I've already read it. Let's use the lighter on the cigarettes. Smoking it up. I guess I can't do anything while I'm smoking. Can't walk and smoke at the same time. That's too dangerous. Out in the snow. I might catch the snow on fire. Seriously, I can't click still. How long is this animation sequence? Hurry up. Finally. So I'm not sure what the significance of that inscription was. There's obviously nothing I could get from that. Well, maybe not obviously, but I assume, because it didn't give me anything, it just booted me back to where I was. So let's go in here. And go back, because there's nothing else in here. Derpa derpa der. Creepy doll.
I didn't see such an awful toy.
He's pretending that he didn't, or did he not really? Or was it supposed to be, I've never seen... Like, this was originally a different language, I think German, but I'm not sure. So maybe they just translated some things weird. Now, I picked up a generator belt, but it didn't actually change the background.
Kaiser definitely don't clear up here. Kaiser
Don't see anything else clickable. So let's strangle the toy. Wait. I guess not. Let's light the toy on fire. I guess not. Let's light the rest of the room on fire. No, I guess not. Destroy everything! Oh, that's a room key. This is the straight razor? No. I just want to destroy this doll. I forget, what did you say this was? Sorry.
Kaiser.
No, he didn't say that was anything, he just made commentary. So maybe we just have to find a generator. I haven't seen one, I don't think. That's interesting. What's that? It's a room wall ornament thing. No, that doesn't go in there. And it's interesting looking, but apparently not to him. He's used to spinning things. I hope the game did not crash just now, because it looks like it did. Whee! Let's try and reload. And I'll have to backtrack and start up recording again. Bye. Actually, the menu still works. So, if we just load... Oh no! I didn't save at all. I'm so bad. I'm usually not like this. I usually save all the friggin' time. But then again...
So what are we, an amateur optician? Why?
But then again, this game didn't give me the impression that it's gonna be like King's Quest V and kill me off for no good reason.
See you round.
Right, don't let me...
Let's just go. You know what? I'm gonna skip. I don't think that anything different is gonna happen. I'm just gonna stop recording, get back to the place I was, and continue on. I don't think that I was recording that, but as you could tell, I could move my cursor down the bottom. I think I just wasn't paying attention. I had my cursor too low and it disappeared. So I was giving that hallway too much crap. And I probably didn't go here yet, so maybe that's another place to explore. And double clicking seems to be working for me now. I don't know why it wasn't before. Wait. Where did I go before? Now this is an interesting segment. I missed it. Well, because at the very edge of the screen you can't screen transition, or at least it doesn't have that icon, but then a little bit to the right, and it does. And I just now noticed that there's some sort of pathway-like thing up here, maybe that hints at being able to get up there. I think I'm kind of where I was before now. I looked at the there's no way out type of thing. So you looked at the, I'll go over these entries and see if there's anything new. There's a note about him needing to park the car in the garage, so I just didn't check yet, apparently. And... Mesh button. Yeah, that one I read already. Interestingly enough, there's no note about that cryptic message. You'd think that that would cause him to write down. Apparently he doesn't care about cryptic messages, only mundane facts. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm screen transitioning. Now I'm used to only recording what I need to. Try and get back into the record everything mode. Okay, and here is where I got this, and there's nothing else to do except look at these things, which I'll just skip after looking at them, and go. And now would be a good time to save, so I don't have to do that over again when the game crashes. This transition. This is not interesting at all. Okay. Nope, that's... Oh, I wonder, maybe that wasn't a crash. Maybe this room is just literally dark. I didn't actually consider that. Now, I was able to light up the wall before, but this time, no. This time he's like, what? Lighter? I don't get it. Come on, is there anything to do? Let's light a cigarette. Did I just use a cigarette? Did I? I don't think so, because I don't see him. Now, I should have lit a cigarette, I would think. But I don't see any difference in the room. I'm not sure what to do at all now. Except go back out. There's probably some way to turn on the light from outside the room. Or there was like a partially lit area over on the right. Oh yeah, you know what? It's just I couldn't see that much detail. When I move my head a little up from my monitor, I can see that there is some subtle detail in the blackness. But I don't see anything interactable still, so I don't think there's any use of this room quite yet. So we'll go back out. And that door is apparently either on a room transition or non-interactable, meaning it's a brick wall that's painted like a door. So let's try going downstairs now. Actually, I meant to go downstairs this area. This one. Because supposedly I'm supposed to get to my car and park it, but I like to think that the character doesn't really care that much. So I do whatever I want. Who are you?
Ah, Lieutenant Glebski, I see you've settled in admirably. All is well, I trust.
I really just want to skip his voice, but I won't. I won't.
About my car.
Yes, I'll stow it in the garage when I'm done here.
No, I do it.
No, don't worry. I'll take care of it.
Oh, that would greatly simplify things. Here, you'll need the garage keys. Just, for heaven's sake, be careful. This blizzard is already on its third week.
Let's tattle.
You know, someone locked me in my room.
In your own room? That's incredible. Do you suspect anyone?
Kaiser did it.
Kaiser was there.
Kaisa? Ha! That's not like her. Well, If that airhead ever does start locking our guests in their rooms...
He's calling her an airhead. He can't even read his lines.
Lil, maybe?
Ah, Lel, sometimes I envy this dog for all that he sees and hears as he stalks these halls in the dead of night. Such stories he could tell if he had the notion.
I'm just gonna accuse everybody.
There was this Simone character.
He certainly can be a handful, but no, I don't think that's his kind of prank.
Why'd you say that?
He wouldn't impose on a newcomer like that. You could call it an etiquette of sorts.
An etiquette of sorts. More like an etiquette of sorts. It's the subtle way that you say things, your intonation, that makes all the difference when you're acting out a line. He just comes off as really bizarre and like not true to what the character's probably supposed to be saying.
Well, if you say so.
This is not his first visit. I know him fairly well by now.
Do you have any ideas?
Perhaps it's him, but it does no...
I guess I'll get moving.
I really don't want to hear any more of his voice acting.
Looks like a fire alarm.
Sometimes there's just like that one character in some games that completely suck ass. And that one would be it for me right now. There's this game called The Whispered World that, unfortunately, that was the main character's voice that was completely annoying. And since you had to hear it the most, it was almost unbearable. But everyone else's voice acting so far from what I'd played of it, like a few hours, was really good. But the main character was just god-awful. I hate it. And apparently...
If dinner were ready, I doubt this place would be so barren.
And apparently the German version was not any better. The main character was also incredibly annoying sounding. Let's park the car. Let's do what we're supposed to do according to the character we are supposed to be playing as. Because otherwise the story might not advance. Steering wheel! Apparently that was the escape button. So let's not do that anymore, and let's just go somewhere in the car. That seems a little counterintuitive, actually, because you put your hands on a steering wheel when you go somewhere, but the normal walking around type of thing is when you just have the normal cursor. So to me that's a little counterintuitive, but whatever. Usually there's like a curved arrow for when you're escaping from some interaction.
The lock is completely frozen over. So much for the keys.
Let's use the lighter, maybe?
It's not enough to defreeze such a lock.
Well, I don't know.
No, that's no good. No, that's no good.
You suck. Force it. Let's see what new stuff he's written. It's necessary to defreeze it. What can we defreeze it with? there any supplies nearby?
Looks like someone didn't make it to the garage on time. Could it belong to that climber?
I forget what climber we talking about. Oh, the old guy said something about. Well, we parked the car now. That's... Or did he want it in the garage? I guess it's still not parked properly. But it's parked somewhere now. And we probably want to get into the garage unless that's just a deterrent, that iced over lock thing. I don't suppose it is, because it's interactable. But we need something that we can use on it. And I think that's our room to... No, because there would be a door there. Yeah, never mind. I don't know what that is. And this was when we came down, went in there, I think. And that took us to the old guy. And I don't know what this is. Is it an elevator? It's not interactable. Let's go down here. No, I guess this way took us to the old guy. So let's go here. Yes, we haven't been here before, and I'm going to save, check the recording, pick back up. Maybe I'll render and upload a video.